Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to Chessenta, over to the east on the southern shores of the Sea of Fallen Stars. And a big hi hello to everyone over there in chat. I see lots of lovely people. Hey everybody, how you doing? Thank you for the works and lurks. I see a Papa Dragon, a Phantom, Maharishi, Vitalari, McClover. Good to have everybody in. And see if don't miss anybody. Seb, hey Seb. And Peanut, hello, hello. Okay, welcome in everybody. I think that was everyone. Sorry if I missed. Thank you for the subs, players. Look at them, panic subbing to see if I will spare their measly lives. welcome in everybody. I hope that everyone is enjoying their impending weekend. I'm way ahead of you, I think. I don't know if anyone's down in Eastern Australia down there, but I think I got the jump on everybody here. It's not bad so far. We survived the epic storms that came through. Solucious. Hi there, is this the Tyranny of the Dragon Lord? Not that one, Solucious. No, this is Chessenta's Tyranny, which is a upcoming adventure from CZRPG. We are getting a sneak peek preview playthrough of an adventure that has not yet been released. So if you want a little sneak peek yourselves, welcome in. Good to have you. Now, speaking of CZRPG, yeah, you should jump in the giveaway, everybody. ! Enter in the chat for your chance to win. Boop. Sitnalta. Don't read it backwards. The the newly released, very, very newly released, probably the hottest off the press giveaway that we've ever had. Just a couple of days ago, hit the bookshelves, as it were. This one-shot drop-in location for your games. The awesome encounter design and beautiful maps, as always, from CZRPG. And we'll be giving one of you lucky people one of these. Oh, awesome, Delicious. Yeah, Theros is a great setting, eh? I dropped my Ravenloft players yesterday. Got a taste of Theros when they dropped a big bad monster to 0 and it came back as a new monster. Which was lots of fun. Okay, so yeah, good luck everyone. Jump into that giveaway. Hey Sophia, how you doing? You have the chance to win this awesome one-shot from CZRPG. ! Enter in the chat. Right, Vitalari? Yes, indeed. And I've already tormented Patch with plans of using this, because we know all the undersea stuff is really, really nice and friendly here in Chessenta's Tyranny. Long live Umberley. All hail the sea bitch. Okay.
Oh, we'll do something about that very soon, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome for everyone there. Not only CZRPG, but if you will, peruse these lovely logos scrolling by to my side here. There are lots of wonderful people who support the channel. The awesome music and sound effects from Sirenscape. You can enjoy. Hey, thank you for the follow. You can enjoy all of those lovely things in your games too, if you want to jump in and try them out for free. And then if you want to become a Super Siren subscriber, you can get all of their amazing sound effects and sounds, original music, the chance to upload music of your own, like we are using here from outside sources. And you can use our affiliate link there if you want to support the channel whilst you're getting this awesome stuff for your games, and pipe it all over the world, wherever your players may be. We are a very spread out group here. Four people in 4 countries here, aren't we, right? Even if
I believe so.
Reese is basically in the same place as Carolyn, but only
in time zone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You start singing police lyrics. I'm an Englishman in I'm an English time zone in the US.
Police.
Right? Okay. So as we dive in here, let us also shout out all those other people. Of course, the fabulous Troll Games. I won't shout out their homepage. Let me jump in on their Kickstarter. A mere 5 days left on the Kickstarter. Lots of awesome arms and armaments and armor for baddies and goodies alike. and a book of interesting fantastical mounts designed for their Castles and Crusades game, but easily adaptable into other systems as well. You will definitely get any rewards that you choose to back if you want to jump in on that Kickstarter, as it funded in 13 minutes. But speaking of small amounts of time, there is only 4 or 5 days left on that, so if you want to jump in, please do support our good friends over at Strollord Games on that there. Now, we are also, of course, supported by the fabulous Michelle and everyone at Phoenix Dice. I say everyone, it might just be Michelle. But if you want some beautiful click-clack mathrops, like this, you should jump into Phoenix Dice and get some of those awesome things there. Now, if you are interested in CZRPG or Phoenix Dice, you should use our coupon codes to get discounts on all their tasty stuff and get that in your game as well. Then, last but not least by any measure you care to employ, there is the fabulous DM Charlie with his Discord of professional DMs who will have the adventure of your lifetime waiting for you if you want to jump in there and jump in one of their games. And also a fantastic community of people to chat about TTRPGs with and generally hang out with over there. So everyone jump into DM Charlie's Discord there and enjoy the benefits of doing so. Okay, now, as we are jumping into our things here, the last thank you to say here is, of course, to the fabulous artists who did this gorgeous character art for us. The awesome Solitine and Sephiroth. Check out their socials there if you want to grab some incredible art for your characters too. I'm going to have to add something to that, aren't I, Karen? Now.
Indeed.
As we roll into things here, let us do a quick recap about what is going on here in Chessenta's Tyranny. They received intelligence about the whereabouts of arcane users, arcanists as we're calling them, who have been locked away in a rather unpleasant re-education facility by the anti-arcane, anti-magic in general at the moment, unless it is celestial in origin. The tyrannical regime here in Chessenta that they are fighting against with their rebellion is locking up arcane users, and our adventurers were sent into the mountains north of their base of operations down there in Meth, on the edge of the Methmere Lake, and they were smuggled in as staff, and they hid amongst the other members of the guards and the cooks, and got the lay of the land. Amenhotep, hiding themselves in some goods and crates that were smuggled in, was sneaking about the place when he unfortunately went into the armory by himself and discovered the terrifying guardian that lay within and disappeared.
Whoopsie.
We should find out more about that in a moment. Meanwhile, Carolyn, Reese, and our absent friends, Luce and Arius, smuggled themselves in amongst the other staff and spent a couple of days getting the lay of the land and figuring out the routines and what goes on here as they were searching for the mysterious Prisoner 13. This figure that had screwed over Reese's mums in their previous dealings, and they had the opportunity to get a bunch of treasure that was stolen from them and redistribute it amongst the people of Chessenta, thus gaining more clout for their rebellion. But they also were sent to basically do as much mischief in this place as they could and hopefully put it out of operation, and also to rescue another person incarcerated here connected with Reese's mother's, Mira, who had been framed for the goings-on before. Hey, let's just thank you for Carolyn's inspiration there. And so they are here in the prison up in the mountains in the bitter cold of the mountain ranges here, the Skyriders, as they are attempting to find Prisoner 13 and get the key to the treasure that was stolen, find Mira and rescue her, get the Warden's records for their spy master, that they can hopefully find the location of other correctional facilities here in Chessenta and help the Arcanists labouring in confinement there, and find a way out of this whole mess while they're at it, and rescue Amenhotep if they need rescue. Remains to be seen. We shall see. We shall see. So, as we get back into things here, I hope you're all sitting comfortably as we go a heisting and a prison breaking up in the mountains in Chessenta's Tyranny. Hey, and welcome back, everybody, and welcome, Raiders. I'll not welcome in. I hope you had yourselves a fantastic session. Good to have everybody here. I'll raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Jump in, jump in. Nice to have you. We are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. Today, we are playing Chessenta's Tyranny, our sneak peek preview playthrough of the upcoming CZRPG adventure. And we are heisting up in the mountains of the Sky Riders. Dear friends, we have a giveaway, speaking of CZRPG. This fantastic, just released one-shot or drop-in location. Citinalta. Sorry, it's difficult to read. Like, try not to read it backwards. I need to have words with Christian. I think his naming practices have taken a slight downturn. It's getting a bit lazy. And I'm also pissed off with myself because I did not notice it for a couple of days. And I was like,
I didn't notice it until you pointed it out.
Okay. So yes, jump in the giveaway, everyone. ! Enter in the chat. Oh, Rishi coming through with inspiration for Amenhotep. Thank you, my friend. That is everyone fully stocked, everyone. So ease off on those dream pies. It's best for your health anyway. Boop.
True.
Now, a reminder to our players, we have switched to regular inspiration rules since we were last playing. So you have to say before... Ooh, thank you for the hydrate. I just remembered my big old bottle over here.
Nice.
Nom, nom, nom. Yes,
So we declare it.
you have to
before we
declare that
roll.
you're rolling with advantage before you do, yes. Not after you've seen the roll. Okay. Actually, no, that had started last time. I remember saying it to Emma. Okay. Right. Sorry, I just had the flashback. Okay, dear friends, let us return to those mountains and that facility up in the Skyriders. Hey, Alnots, what were you playing on your session? I hope you had a good time. Here we go. Roll 20. Hatching dragons? What? I didn't plan this.
Are we hatching dragons?
It's, the Roll20 like comes up with the little cute things when it's doing the loading screen. This is apparently hatching dragons, so rip everyone.
I want to ride one.
It's fine.
It is my dream to, in some game, ride a dragon. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen.
Someday. Boop. Here we are. Okay. Out of pies. No worries, Papa. they're all sorted at the moment. Okay, so thank you for those inspiration crystals for our friends, everyone. This music's a smidge quiet. Okay, although speaking of, I wanted to switch over, didn't I? Where is the prison stuff? Now, the alert status here in the prison is fairly high at the moment, as a lot of the guards are out of commission, as a certain poison was slipped into the victuals for the day, and terrible stomach cramps and vomiting has swept through those that were about to come on duty, which means that the guards on duty at the moment are rather exhausted and tired, as they were supposed to coming off their shift instead of rolling over into extra overtime. And as they did so, they also fed the same poisoned food to prisoner 13, having discovered which cell they were in, which means that they were able to transport them here to the infirmary and have some private time to talk with them. Now, as that was happening, our absent friends, Luce and Arius, were in the central guard tower. Luce clambering up to the floors above to try and catch the warden's records from the offices up there, and Arius in the main control room with the panel that controls all of the cells and the anti-magic dampening fields here in this prison for powerful spell users. They are lurking there, awaiting the next stage of events here, and Carolyn and Reese are confronting prisoner 13 here in the infirmary. But before we jump into that, it's been a while since we talked with our friend Amenhotep. Amenhotep.
Yes. Yes, that was
You are in a slightly smaller, lonelier situation.
I tend to be.
All the way down here. Boop. Oh, look at you, in your little box. And
I can't lie, I had to check the map to figure out where I was. Like, what this part is.
Indeed. You have been locked away. All of the anti-magic dampened rooms are full, so you were put into one of the absentee council members' chambers. Nicer digs than the other prisoners, but still locked away. And you know from hearing them conversing with each other, slightly hastily, kind of worried conversation you heard through the door recently, as something is apparently going on, and you're fairly safe in the knowledge that your friends are up to some shenanigans in the prison proper. But you do know there are guards just outside in the corridor and then further up in the room above. But you came to consciousness here, quickly discovered your situation, having flashbacks to a nightmare image of something. Gaping maw, eye stalks. You don't know if it was a vision as you were going unconscious or something you encountered, but you came to consciousness here in this cell. And, of course, the door is locked.
Of course. Amenhotep is extremely ruffled by this. Whatever he saw, whatever this being was, knocked him completely on his ass, and he's not sure if it was a nightmare, like a flashback to something he's seen before, like the maw of death itself grabbing at him, or what this was. But he's very perturbed by this. However, as he finds himself now locked in a room, he kind of, not vocally, but mumbles to himself in his thoughts. This is quite a predicament I found myself in. I was supposed to sneak, and well, I guess I'm not as sneaky as I thought I was. Let's see, what do I have? What can I do? What have they taken from him? Have they taken his weapons away, his gear? What is he What is he wearing? Is it just straight up?
Your clothes are as they were, but yes, yeah, your
normal
weapons
clothes, yeah.
have been confiscated.
Hmm.
Now, did you have anything hidden?
So he would have definitely tried to hide things, though he doesn't have anything specifically well hidden. I assume, though, he could be able to hide a dart out in much of an issue.
A dart? Okay.
Yes, one singular dart.
Yeah, I mean, and that's quite a a small discrete thing. So roll me a sleight of hand with advantage. Hey Bree.
I will do.
Hey matey. Thanks for the bits.
That will be a natural 20.
Were you all in a Discord hangout and just jumped in together? That's a big influx of QuestJunkies there. Hey buddies. Thank you. Okay, how'd you go, mate? Sorry.
That'll be a natural 20 with advantage.
Nice. If you're going to focus, let those phoenixes fly. The guard's passive perception is 12, so you are A-okay.
Nice. Cool. As he fumbles around, as he's, okay, I have this. This could be convenient.
Hey, Winchester.
Now, these people, they're here to trap magicians and people with spells. They're not necessarily looking for someone like me. I have a plan. As he thinks, he fumbles with his little dart in his fingers. As he pricks himself in his hand, just to draw a little bit of blood, before smearing it over his neck, as if he's been in a scuffle. He's been losing blood, and he also does a tiny little prick there, just like indicate that there's been a scuffle. And he says to himself, if I lay oh so still, I might be able to fool some of the guards that I'm completely dead.
Oh, so still, as only a human monk can.
A human monk, yes.
You do that thing. Okay, and you know that the guards have been checking on you regularly, so that will go noticed fairly quickly.
I'm also going to make sure to smear some of the blood then, like, on the walls everywhere, possibly pricking a couple more times if he needs to.
Noted. Okay, so as you are sorting that, let us jump back to the guard tower, actually. If my friends here will excuse me for a moment and take control of our absentee players here. Down here on the map. Boop. Lucio Lucanus, our Eladrin druid from the Feywild, is in the warden's office, quickly gathering any papers and records that they can, but they look a bit frustrated as they look around. They're like, poop. These are all just the records for this place. Must have them somewhere. Oh, shit! And they push themselves against the wall and have the door open just a crack. As you hear guards coming up the spiral stairs in the center of the tower, talking quickly and hurriedly to each other. They come into the space on the west side of the tower, and we hear them hammering on the door to the north, that of the warden's quarters. Warden Mathanas, there has been an incident. The foodstuffs were corrupted or something. A great many of the guards have fallen ill, and some of the prisoners too. You must come at once. And a bit more muffled, as if beyond a closed door, we hear a female voice of Marta Marthanis, the warden of this facility. Okay, I will be there in just a moment. Get a head start. I will catch up with you soon. Meet me in the kitchens. Very well, warden. You hear the booted footsteps clumping down and then spiraling away down the staircase again. Luce thinks, here we go. A chance to get in. I just need to time it so I can get through the door as the warden comes out. And they wild shape into a small spider and go scuttling out into that space between the office and the warden's private quarters. As they prepare to jump through the door as the warden emerges. We see the warden's chamber open. Grab that there. And I'm not quite sure how a spider looks shocked. It's just a little just like ah! Just like little bristles like right, shock spider. Because Luce is surprised as the door opens and a man walks out, but hidden away. They are not spotted. And as this man steps forward, I don't have time for this. They clasp at a locket hanging around their neck, and a ripple of gold. You know how when you burn paper or something, but it doesn't burn with a flame. There's just like the golden edge of where it's burning, just like slowly goes across the surface. That kind of effect just washes over them, and they become a female presenting form. And their voice changes. Stupid cooks, they can't do their job properly. Sorry. And this man becomes Warden Marthanis. Lucio recovers from the surprise and scuttles in under the door just as it's closing. As from the outside, this door is only openable by the warden. Something you discovered during your couple of days staking the place out. Lucio bumps back into their Eladrin form and starts looking about the place. They take a while, but they do manage to find some documents in a desk, and there's a big trunk, almost like a sailor's trunk, for kind of footlocker kind of sized thing, and they say, "Ooh, I bet there's something in there as well." And they go over there, and they open up, give it a bit of a struggle with it, but they manage to open it up, and for the second time, Lucio recoils in shock, and their little Eladrin nose wrinkles as some of the flowers and leaves in their hair wilt a little bit, as the corpse of Warden Marta Marthanis lies scrunched up and unceremoniously bundled away in this large chest. Oh dear.
Oh my.
Let's have a look here. On a desk with a candle still smoking where it's been hastily snuffed out, there are no windows here in this tower, Lucio sees a letter. Half written. And peruses it. Dearest Y, I am sick to death of this frigid, cold place. But it may have been worth it. Most of these inmates are a terrible bunch, not worthy and not useful for our plans by any means. But recently I found one, locked away and almost forgotten, it seems. Mira's her name, and she is a good-hearted one and will suit our needs perfectly. That makes 2. If we can snatch her, we can add her to that other. Poor betrothed.
Why do I feel like Luz would put googly eyes on the corpse?
It's coming together.
The corpse is without googly eyes needs to have it.
That is fair. That is fair.
That is 2 of 5. I found the warden's records of the other facilities, and I include them with this letter. We should scout the other ones as well. If we can find 5 of these good-natured arcanists, then we will be able to proceed as planned. I will see you soon. And it is not signed, as they were called away, as they were writing it. Luce kind of does a little dance. Oh, Kellen won't see this. Yoink! Grabs it. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and googly eyes to googly eyes. Oof. Shuts the chest. Changes. Well, presses against the glyph on the wall that opens the door from this side, and goes down the stairs quietly to join up with Arius again. Now, whilst that's going on, up in the infirmary, Carolyn, Reese, you are in this room, surrounded by the clinically clean and sterile setting of the infirmary. Let's us all remind ourselves of Prisoner 13 and Amenhotep can see for the first time here. Here they are. Smirking at you both, as we had finished last time with Prisoner 13 saying to you both, well, actually no, saying to Carolyn in specifically, yes, definitely a family resemblance. Now, they have demanded that you show them the Warden's records as well, and give them a moment with them, in return for giving you the key. Reese, Kiernan, over to you.
I think the first thing that Reese notices is that Kellen's demeanor immediately changes. To one that you're familiar with. This is usually the demeanor that precedes bad things happening to Kellen, because she's
about to let her temper get away with her.
A little bit.
Yeah, Reese is absolutely going to let that happen, and I just want you to know that ahead of time, because Reese doesn't like this person who betrayed his family.
Fair.
Absolutely.
And if something happens to happen to her, well, it wasn't that by Reese's doing, but sometimes bad things come back for people.
They do, don't they? They just don't they?
Let me just say, just in case the art doesn't properly convey this, built like a British house.
That's fine.
Okay, just saying.
Yeah. The Reese is perfectly fine to let Carolyn do what she feels like she needs to. And if, if he has to intercede, maybe he will. Only for Carolyn's sake, though.
I think Kellen takes a step closer. In fact, is she a dwarf? Am I right in thinking?
Yes.
Okay, so Kellen's going to be that kind of person where she's going to kneel down in front of this dwarf in a mocking way of their height.
Single raised eyebrow.
I think you need to clarify whatever the fuck you just said. And choose your next words very carefully.
The Warden's records. And time with them. Or you can fuck off.
Did you hear that, Reese? She told me to fuck off. That doesn't tend to go well for people that do that, does it?
It really doesn't, and Reese just looks to be enjoying himself. Probably more than you've expected.
Oh, also, I should remind you, shouldn't I? You did take me out of my cell. And
Yes.
the tattoos that you can see there, almost looking like flames, like going up under the shirt, up the neck there, starts to dance. And Carolyn, close to her as you are, to trying to lean in and threaten her here, there is a distinct and very noticeable heat of them, which she caps and stops.
I was going to say, I'll just prestidigitation the heat away. It's like, no, enough of that, darling. No.
A simple transaction. No one needs to get hurt. Especially a pretty one like you.
Well, at least your vision does not fail you. It's a shame your intelligence does at this moment in time. I believe you need to actually elaborate further.
Indeed, it does sound like you need us more than we need you. And then Reese is actually going to shape change into a mirror of her.
Ooh.
Okay. Neat trick. Looking for a job?
Nah, I wouldn't work with you. Couldn't pay me enough.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Always about money. Always about money. Look, I'm going to
Reese
get straight to
just
the
winks
point.
and is going to transition between basically both of his mothers before taking back on his disguise again.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, real neat trick there. You haven't been forgotten here.
Blast from the past. So aren't I already dead?
That's not fun. We haven't had fun yet. And despite the situation, you do have some use to us, but, it doesn't have to be voluntary. We can take the
here's the
information
thing,
if we
though.
wish.
They don't care if you're alive or dead. But, you know what? Leaving you to rot here, that's... could be of interest.
Oh, but... She kind of looks off to the side for a moment. It must be Reese. Yes, your
Give
mother's...
us a number.
Your mother's...
Have what you want.
A number? 22.
Mira's number.
Oh, sweet little Mira. Wrong place at the wrong time. You know, I didn't frame her. I don't know who did. Curious.
You are suddenly becoming useful.
I try. She's...
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts, and I am going to push.
Okay.
So I'll get the surface thoughts first, and then I will push. That's a Wisdom save for the push.
Okay. Surface thoughts, confidence, feeling in control. Got all the bargaining chips in her corner. And an urge to let her magic go, but not wanting to kill you.
Interesting.
And a wisdom save.
Yes, Wisdom save DC 13.
Okie doke. That'll be a 17.
That's fine.
You shall not pass. Sorry. Okay. She's like, okay, little Reese. Sorry, your mums thought you were a secret, but you weren't.
Yeah, Reese has got a knife out and is just spinning it.
Don't damage the goods, so you get nothing. But I will give you this one for free. Prisoner 65. It's Mira.
And I assume... Oh. Well. Thank you for bestowing us with such generosity. Now that that's out of the way, you pushed a certain button with me, made reference to a resemblance of sorts. Clearly, you know more than you're letting on, so I'm going to ask you just one very simple question: where is he?
I'm afraid. I don't
Oh,
know.
you should be afraid.
Ha ha ha. I don't know. That's
Sorry,
another reason to get to
that's
look at...
not the answer we're looking for.
Wait for it, wait for it. You know, arcane users used to be so much more patient. That's another reason to be looking at those Warden's records. The information I have is to tell you the name to look for. He's not being held under Sturgrove. It is you, isn't it?
Yes, my reputation clearly precedes myself, but
It's the
I'm
nose,
not here to give
sweetheart.
autographs.
It's the nose. I know the name he'll be being kept under. I will give you that name, and you can discover for yourself where he is. After I have seen the records.
What do you think, Reese?
And I promise I shan't destroy them or burn them up or anything. And you know that's true, don't you? Clumsily fumbling around in there as you are. And her surface thoughts are honest. Because right, when they save, they become aware, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely aware.
Yeah. If only your arcane abilities had the finesse of your flowery speech.
Oh, she's good at pushing buttons, isn't she, Reese?
Mm-hmm. Now we just got to figure out what she wants. Other than just a few minutes, because she wouldn't try to sweeten the pot for nothing.
No, of course. Everyone's got a price.
What is it you want out?
Want out?
Or are you right where you want to be?
Sorry. Your speech is as confused as your appearance. I told you last time we spoke, which was just a minute ago. It feels like 2 weeks. I don't want out. I'm quite happy where I am. There are lots of angry people like your mothers.
Also, thank you for the refresher. Just out of character.
Yeah, it's nice.
Granted, Reese doesn't believe that she only wants to, this information, so it does hold sway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep these notes up to date.
Hear that? I think your friends might be on the way. And we skip back in time a moment. And back to Amenhotep. Are you just waiting for one of the guards to come in?
Yeah, he's like leaned himself like half slumped against the wall that he's smeared blood on, and he's left the dart just like sticking out of his neck.
Okay.
Really selling that that feeling.
Yep. You are aware of the door opening,
Mm-hmm.
and a guard, the guard that was posted outside, turns. Illegals! Something terrible has happened! As he shouts up the corridor to the north, and then he rushes in to Neil. Neil, next to you. Let me grab him there. And he kneels down at your side and goes to feel for a pulse. Who did this? How is this possible? What would you like to do? What would you like to do?
For now, he's just gonna let it stay as that.
Okay. The other guards, because there's one at the top of the corridor, up by the dining hall, comes running down to the door, and the one that's kneeling next to you says to him, "The warden must be told. He's been murdered. I was standing here the whole time." And the other one's like, "Oh, of all the gods, something is very strange today. I told you we should have taken this assignment." And he goes running off north. And the other one goes and stands in the door, like leaning around, looking out, waiting for people to arrive, with their back to you. A minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just for Patch and Aylin's sake, as observing this as you are, he checked and seemed completely convinced that Amenhotep was dead.
Good.
Now, there is a branching path here. Either he can go straight against this guard,
Yep.
and like rush out,
Yep.
or he could continue the charade and wait for them to drag his body out somewhere.
I think with what you've heard going on with this apparent poisoning and stuff, you think that might take a bit longer. They wouldn't like immediately
that is fair.
rush to do that.
He is, in that case, going to...
And there's
Of
one guard
course,
now, and there would be at
first.
least two carrying you if they were carrying you as a dead body.
Yeah, open for the first path in that case.
Okay. Now, I will remind you, if if in a single round you do half their HP in damage, you can immediately knock them out, as per the rules set out by CZRPG for this game, because they wanted to get some Assassin's Creed vibes going on.
He will burst back into action
Yep.
and rush him from behind.
Okay. Now, are you gonna use like a unarmed attack or something?
Yes, this is going to be... I'm thinking of straight up just using a flurry of blows on this.
Okay. And have you got two attacks regular as well?
That will bring me up to 3, because there will be
Yep.
2 from flurry of blows.
Okay.
And actually, no, I don't get the other one because that's a bonus.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
get 2.
this is a round, so you get your bonus action too. It's okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. That'd be 3 then.
Yeah, this is basically like the first round of combat, and he has the surprise condition. So you take your turn as
Actually-
normal.
For the fun of it, can I replace one of those attacks with a bite?
Yes.
It does. It's completely the same, like in terms of stats. It's just funny.
Sure. Okay, so make all of those attacks with advantage.
Yep. Actually, it's slightly different. That's fine. Still fun. That's a natural 20 on one of them.
Nice. And a hit
I
on the
will
second
go
as
for-
well.
I'll go with the bite. Sorry, that's yeah. And
Another natural 20. Oh my god.
I know the first one was sleight of hand. Sorry, it was sleight of hand. It was just like
Oh yes.
I just hadn't scrolled down far enough. The last hit does not hit.
It does not, I'm
unless
afraid.
12
But there is a
does.
natural 20 in there. What's your damage roll for the bite?
Yeah, the bite is a 1d6.
Just 1d6? Okay, so it's 6 plus a d6.
Yes. So I will roll my punch first. That would be this one. And that'll be... Because it's 6 plus. Do you get the... When you crit, do you get the full die? Or
Roll-
Do you roll double?
Roll the bite damage.
Yeah. That'll be that one. Low roll.
Okay, but it's that plus a full dice roll as well, so it's 9. So 16 damage total.
9, yes. 16 damage.
Yes, indeed. Are there any other effects on that bite?
I don't think so, but I will bite off a chunk of him if I can.
Okay.
Um,
That is not enough to knock him unconscious, but if you want to, because remember you have the ability to open and close the doors. So if you want to attempt a grapple, you could wrestle him into the room and leap past
Yes.
him and close the door.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Well, actually, no, because you have the surprise condition, so he can't make an attack of opportunity. So you can just leap past him and lock the door. You don't even
That
have
seems
to,
fair.
don't even have to do the grapple because he can't
Yeah, I'll
do an
just
attack of
straight-
opportunity.
Straight leap past and then boom.
Okay. So leap out into the corridor there, and can you close that door for me? It's easier for you guys. Just click on it. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go. So you just leap past and slam the door shut. He's like, he's alive, and he bit me. And you find yourself out in that in the corridor there.
So 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Yeah, but we'll go your full move.
I will go my full movement, yes. So 1, 2, 3. That will be my full movement.
Okay.
I believe. I think I only have. I don't think I have swift movement quite yet.
No. Right.
I do actually. I have 40. Never mind. That's 2 more.
Okay.
There we go.
So you go running up between the doors of the various council members' chambers there. And as you do that, let us pop back to dear Lucio and Arius. Lucio comes down the spiral stairs with the fact-finding mission that they were on completed. They are over here in the main tower, the base of. And Lucio comes downstairs and like stops next to Arius. He's like, Arius. He's like banging on the shoulder. He's like, what? I got it. I got everything. You can do it now. Come on. Are you sure? Yes, come on, do it. Kyriakos is on duty. Let's go. Very well. And Arius casts their fog spell. And this entire control room is just completely concealed in mist. And there are shouts of alarm, and it's like, what is going on? I can't see a thing. What's happening? Lucio runs over to the Kenku control operative there on the control panel, Kyriakos, and says, Kyriakos, it's me, Luce. You want to get out of this, right? You want to get out of this fog? And Kyriakos says, well, yes, of course. And Luce says, thank you. As Kyriakos just became a willing member of their phase step ability, because it has to be a willing person. And there is a swirl of golden lights from the leaves on Lucy's head as they use their phase step to step with Kyriakos away from the control panel and outside the tower. Kyriakos will be saying, what? What is happening? And Luce just shouts back through the door, now, Arius, now! And Arius like, very well. I'm doing it. Come on, go shark! And there is a illumination within the fog as they summon the trident of Umberly that they have been gifted by their hot mama goddess, and they slam it into the control panel. There is a sparking and a crackling and a general sound, and Luce looks over to the walls all around them here in the main cell area, and with a clunk, 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 the glyphs above the doors of all the cells go dark. And at the same time, as I named the mood in Sirenscape, all hells break loose. Alarms ring, guards shout in surprise. The cackles of the incarcerated arcane users, the glee at being set free, and the ability to use their magic crackles and flares. Everyone, this might be quite loud. As
oh boy.
an alarm goes off, you hear this in the infirmary as well. Amanitep down in the refectory, the dining area. You also hear this, and all of the guards start just running past you, completely ignoring you, Amanitep. They're like, the cells, wake everyone, and just go running past. You hear a cackle and a whoosh and an explosion of fire just illuminates the interior of the guard lock there as Arius runs to Luce's side. I hope that was the right thing to do. Who cares? Come on, let's go! And both of them sprint away towards the infirmary where Carolyn and Reese are waiting. Carolyn, Reese, it was that definitive sound that Prisoner 13 heard, and you hear the alarm go off. You hear the shouts of alarm and cries of discern, and the crashing and crackling of magical energy being released. I think your friends have started some shit.
Well, maybe well, that's very observant of you, yes, but well,
So
doesn't affect anything, does it?
Yeah, you've got until we've got Mira out to look over the notes. By then, the notes are leaving, as are we.
If you're looking to help Mira, sweet little thing like that, down amongst all of those bad eggs, you might want to go and give her a helping hand.
Yep, and you should go find the papers that you're looking for. And Reese is gonna be heading back.
There's only one way out of here. I'll be waiting right here.
I thought you didn't want to leave.
I think the protections of this place have become a little null and void, don't you?
Well, Reese just looks at Carolyn like she's no longer the priority.
She saunters past. Yeah, she saunters past you and goes and leans against the front door.
Oh, I'll take you at your word for face value. But just so you know, I have far bigger and more powerful names on my bitch list, but you do not want to find yourself on there.
Okay,
So make sure you hold up your end of the deal.
I'll be waiting. So, Reese, Carolyn,
As
what do you do?
will I. And we run out.
Okay. It's you see the guards looking there, and you guys are in uniform still, right? You're in cook's clothes, right?
Yeah,
At
and
the moment,
wearing
yes.
somebody else's face.
Right. So the guards across the way they're not abandoning the mechanism for operating the lift down to the docks, and they're just like, what is going on?
I don't fucking know, I'm a cook! What's going on? What's going on?
We just got
Playing
a
the,
sick
like,
bay.
I've only been here, I've only worked here for a day, and what's going on?
Yeah, they told us the place was cursed, but oh gosh, I
Get-
didn't need this kind of shift.
Get to your quarters and stay out of sight.
Okay. And I'll just, we'll run into the fray.
Okay. You run down that corridor. Ahead of you, it's like running into the middle of a fireworks display. There are just cascades of sparks. A fireball just goes whooshing past the entrance of the corridor. Guards are running and then just like immediately panicking and running for cover as you see several slightly manic looking and suitably dressed like prisoner 13, so no elaborate necromancer's robes or anything, but you just see like a howling skull with just like necromantic energy like behind it, just goes creeping across and just like chomps down on the head of a guard. He's just like but it hasn't like bitten his head off. He's just like running around with it on, and he's like and a fireball goes off and you see Kyriakos running for cover and Lucinarius running towards you. And Lucy's like, I got it. We set everyone free.
I think Kellen's not even paying attention. She's looking around, and it's like Kellen's come down on Christmas morning to, like a room full of presents because of all this magic that is freely being used around her. She's so excited.
Yeah.
And after a few seconds, like, yes, good work. I noticed. You've got everything, right? You've got the documents.
I think so.
Okay. Give them to me.
Okay, here you go. It's like shoves a satchel at you.
Okay. And I will. I suppose. Would I have my bag of
Supervise?
holding? Because I'm dressed as a chef. But I will stash it in my boobs for now.
I mean, you were planning to leave once you got all this stuff, so I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you're ready to go.
Right.
So Mira is down there somewhere.
I look to Reese. 65.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to supervise that one? Indicating prisoner 13?
Oh.
Or do you think Lucinarius can handle that? How do you want to do
Yes.
the divide?
How do I want to do this? I think I'll look to Lucinarius. That one points at prisoner 13. Do not let her out of your sight. Use any means necessary. Have as much fun as you want. She's not very nice, so feel free to use that knowledge to your advantage. I'm going to go help Reese. This is very important,
Arius.
and then we leave.
Arius just snarls with that mouthful of shark-like teeth, and just like you see they're carrying their tridents, and they're just like, "Argh!" and they just like slam it into that front door leading out towards the gantry and the cliffside beyond. And prisoner 13 just kind of like doesn't flinch, but looks up at it as it slams into the wood. He's like, "Oh, you're an angry one." And yeah, the two of you sprint down into the main open space. As I said,
I think probably while we're running through these crowds of like arcanists flinging off magic, I think I'm probably just gonna be like, "That's really cool. That's amazing. Oh, I have to learn how to do that someday. Oh, can we hang out after this?"
you know,
Jeez.
you know when they fly drones through fireworks displays?
Yeah.
It's basically like that, just this just going off around you. And you can
I love it.
see there are three, as you kind of run into the space, you can run down to the edge of the main chamber there if you want. You can see there seem to be three factions here. There are the guards who are trying to maintain some sort of control but are terrified now that they have their powers and are hiding. There are a bunch of manically cackling, just crazed arcane users just firing off randomly, just reveling in the joy of having their powers back and just not paying much attention to what's going on. And there are several other magical users, but they're all casting things like shield and Leomund's tiny huts and things like that to protect themselves. And they seem to be better natured, shall we say. So you think they might be locked in here just because they're arcane users, not because they're evil. Whereas the other ones are clearly, basically just evil geniuses all just enjoying themselves.
As we're crossing paths, I'll kind of like divert slightly over to them, and I'll just say, "Mirth, go to Mirth.
I mean,
It's safe."
you think it would be best to take them with you? Like they
Okay.
want to leave now.
Yeah.
Can you, and Reese, you're with Carolyn, yes?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
Reese would be trying to like assist getting these people who are scared out.
Yes. Okay, both of you make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh.
DC 16.
Who's fireballing me right now?
Love being a
Dexterity
bard.
saving throw. What's the dex? I think my dex is not bad.
30-20.
16.
Okay. And let's see. Just wanted to have that pre-rolled and ready to go. I also need both of you to use the Twitch chat or Roll20 chat to do a rather irregular roll, shall we say?
Oh no.
Because as I said, these arcanists are just reveling and just firing off everything that they can think of. So I'm gonna randomly roll which spell comes in your direction.
Oh no. I'm on 15 hit points.
It's okay,
Don't
you missed your
die.
dex save.
Yeah, but that's never good. That'll still kill me if it's viable.
First, roll me a d6.
So that's
So the
roll
Carolyn
6.
first.
Exclamation mark roll.
And that can be just a regular dice.
Okay. D6. I rolled 6.
Okay, a level 6 caster fires at you.
Oh no.
Roll me a d375.
Sure, I'll just get my D375 out.
Like I said, use chat, please.
I got a 96.
Okay. A level 6 caster casts the 96th wizard spell.
Oh no.
It's okay, higher was worse. Okay, roll me a d4.
Oh no. That's a 2.
Okay, the 96th spell in the arcane list for wizards, the magic list for lizards, is enlarge reduce. And I went half and half. You rolled the first half, which is enlarge. So Carolyn is enlarged.
Excellent.
Okay, Reese, your turn. Roll me a d6, please.
That's a 5.
5. Okay, a level 5 caster goes for you with how many level 5? Up to level 5 spells. That would be a D337, please.
Ooh.
208.
208. Reese, you are targeted with. Ooh, this is a new Cobalt Press spell. Just please hold. You are targeted with Reciprocating Portal.
I'm scared.
I also have no idea what's about to happen. Where are we at? Okay. Reciprocating Portal.
And it was a dirty 20 on my dex save. Just if that makes a difference. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you passed that saving throw. Let me read this for you. With a gesture and a muttered word, an inky black circular portal opens in the ground beneath one or more creatures. On a failed dexterity saving throw, the creature falls through the portal, disappears into a demi-plane where it is stunned and falls endlessly as the portal closes.
Jesus. Okay.
Reese was never heard from again.
No. At the start of your next turn, you get to see if you reappear. But
It's just that it's that scene from is it one of the Thor movies, Thor Ragnarok, where it's just Loki's like, I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, a inky black portal suddenly appears in the ground before you, Reese, but you leap over it and manage to escape.
I feel like Reese just grabs onto Carolyn as Carolyn goes like large and just gets that step in. Just like, nope.
Winchester Brothers Forever. Your comment has an emote on our channel here, as provided by the wonderful Scarlet on my birthday. I think this is the thing you were talking about. As they said,
yes.
John's laugh scares me now. I think I saw comment. Okay. Ooh, thank you, Skyrim. Yes. Timely maniacal cackle. Okay. Amenhotep.
Yes.
To reach your friends as you appear from the southern end of this madness, you see them rushing towards these, good-natured looking arcanists. Are you rushing to help them?
Yes, but as he does, he will look into this room to check what's there.
Where are you looking? Where are you?
It was open.
Oh yeah, just it's the same furniture and everything that was in your room. These are the councillors' chambers. Yeah. It was open. It was open because the others had a secret meeting in there.
I get you. He's gonna keep going ahead then.
Okay.
Now that guard, is he looking towards where he's coming from, or
no,
away?
No, all guards and things that you see are just running and running through.
Ah, makes sense. He's gonna like open his palm and emit the blue map. As he's trying to figure out where he is, he recognizes the shape of the area.
Yeah. You think if you turn left and go down through the entranceway to the west of where you are, then there'll be a corridor directly into the main central area.
Yeah, he will do that. Let's see, that's one full move. I will make a double move.
Oh, it's okay. We're not in initiative. You're okay.
Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna rush down here then.
Yeah, go through that door.
I assume these guards are also running.
They look at you. They see you're not one of the prisoners, and they're just like, they assume like you're a guest or a visitor or something, and they're they're like, everyone's escaped. Save yourself.
Where's the safest path?
Like they're like out here, south. It leads to outside.
Thank you.
There are some horses in the stables. We're taking them. Come with us.
Dash this way. I have to find someone first.
Okay. So
Now,
they run
I
out
assume
that way.
north from here will be the...
Yeah, that north is the way you want to go.
Yeah.
And you open that door that's at the end of that corridor there, and then you also see, hey, Windy JD&D, welcome in.
Now,
welcome in, Raiders.
knowing this,
Slightly-
would I know where they would keep, like, the equipment that they took from her?
Your equipment was in the corridor outside your cell.
Ah, so you would have just grabbed it from
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. As you ran out, sorry.
Yep, yep. So
that
you'll
that
keep
guard
running.
was watching it there. Yeah, because that was a very hastily like put together imprisonment for you then. So yeah, you go running up there, and as you run into that area there, that's what you see. Let's see here. Carolyn and
I'm not sure why, but my mini is trapped in a door.
here you go. I just moved you over there. Carolyn and Reese are there. You can see them to the right. A minute.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And Arius and Luce are up with prisoner 13. I'm just going to put them in the infirmary for sake of ease there. And yeah, I'm going to you run up there. You see Arius. You see Reese and Carolyn over there to the northeast of you, and you see.
Carolyn is huge for some reason again.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm big mama.
He's gonna run over towards them. Friends! Why are you big again?
Where the hell have you been?
I'm going to tip. Could you also roll me a d6, please?
Yes. Let's go, D6.
Welcome, Radiance. Hope you had a fantastic session. Yes, jump in
Come
and
on,
give away.
6.
Thank you, Rishi.
That's a 1.
A 1. Oh, just a level 1 caster for you.
Just a low level 1 caster.
Lucky you. Roll me a d67.
67. That is a 3 on the 67. This guy has no
Oh.
spells left. Oh my god, poor guy.
Okay. You. Okay. Even with the alarm going off and all of these crashes and explosions and whooshes going by, you seem to have tripped an alarm set by one of the well-meaning casters, as they had cast alarm to the south to let them know if someone was coming from the south. So you just you cross over something, and it's like, someone approaching, someone approaching, someone approaching, and the good-meaning spellcasters spin towards you, but see you're not a prisoner, and stop. That was alarm.
Woo!
So not
Nice.
too bad, not too bad. Now you go running over there, and Amenhotep, as you arrive next to these well-meaning spellcasters and Carolyn and Reese there, you see from the corridor behind them someone that I'm so glad you sent Luce and Arius away, Carolyn.
Oh.
Because Carolyn and Reese see who they recognize to be the warden. And they do not know what Luce saw.
Oh, yeah. They never told us that bit.
Nope.
Watch out! Behind you!
What?
And
It's just a person.
you see Marta Martanis. She comes running out, and she's like, "What is going on?"
Absolute chaos. I have no idea what happened.
I've worked here for a fucking day.
Oh right, the warden changed it to someone, not the warden.
I think Carolyn.
None of you guys know that.
Yeah,
We don't know that. It wasn't us that saw
it.
This is the
Amanda
warden.
doesn't know. This is
I
the
think
person.
I think Carolyn takes off her chef's hat, slams it on the phone, and just like, I quit.
Wait, we can quit? Reese
I
follows
think we should
suit.
unionize, personally.
Absolutely. This is unacceptable working conditions, really. You should be ashamed of yourself at the warden.
Yeah.
She's like, this is barely the time. Come on, all of you, quick, past me. Loop around the exterior corridor to the north.
Can we do that, but then circle back to get prisoner 65?
Well, she's probably in this bunch. Like all the good people are here.
Okay, like, what? I mean, from where we are, like, do we know how far we are from, like, where cell 65 would be, for example? Like, where?
The numbers are for the prisoners, and it's connected to when they were incarcerated. Nothing to do with the layout of the cell.
But it does seem like seems like that we've gotten who we're here for. In addition to some other people.
Assuming she is a good-hearted individual, as you are led to believe, and they are all here. And I mean, you know her name. You can call out.
I think Reese would very, very subtly try to like whisper, like Mira, like should try and just see if he can't identify who it is.
Nothing short of yelling at the top of your voice will be heard in this pandemonium.
There's no like identifying marks on their clothing at all.
You weren't given any.
Not like a number on their like
Right,
outfits.
yeah,
But more so what I meant. Okay.
Good idea.
I think in that case, if we feel like we've got everyone, then Kellen's going to utilize the fact that she's a big mommy right now, towering over everybody. Like, all right, everyone, follow me.
Let's get out the ledge, everyone.
And I'll start leading the group back towards where our companions are.
Yes.
And I believe that's where the elevators are as well, isn't it?
It's to the north there.
Across
so.
from it.
Yeah.
So we will go that way.
Are you going to do as the warden suggested and go around the exterior corridor, or are you going to try and get back through the more direct route through the room?
I think no, because like I don't think we know who the warden is, do
No,
we? It's
no.
just some person. So I'm not gonna.
You know it's
be
the
told what
warden.
to do.
No, you know it's.
We know it's the warden.
Okay.
You were
very
here.
clearly is somebody in charge.
You were here for 2 days
Okay.
before this all happened.
Well,
Doesn't
I
matter
just
if that
resigned,
no, it's
so she's not my boss. So I'm gonna do my own thing, and I'm gonna lead us the way that is quickest.
Okay. So yeah, you go running through there. Okay. So as you go back through the room and through the whole pandemonium of everything here again, roll me 2d6 this time and take the lower because the other wizards are using shield spells and things.
That's a 1.
Nice. Amenhotep and Reese as well, please.
Uh-huh.
So
I rolled
Carolyn,
one
roll,
as well.
Roll. Okay, both of you roll me a d67.
It's the plague of the level 1 spells today.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay, everyone give me a 67.
I got a 66.
66. Okay.
One.
You got a 1?
Yep.
Nice. Snake eyes.
Amazing.
That's
Come
22.
on, Amenhotep. Let's get a 1.
22.
What'd you get?
22.
22? Okay.
Oh, 22.
Right. Carolyn, you, in your rush to kind of get away here, you actually drop the satchel that has the warden's documents in it, but it doesn't hit the floor as an unseen servant has been cast next to you. It catches it, and just hands it back to you.
Very much.
Eager to
Very
please.
kind.
Eager to please. Amenhotep was a 22.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, excellent. You don't have to roll anything. Actually, no. I'll get back to you in a moment, Amenhotep. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Reese, Reese, you get absorb elements.
Ooh.
Ooh. Clutch.
So let me quickly remind myself how that works. Okay, so yeah, Reese, you are hit by absorb elements, and then immediately after, a fireball kind of erupts nearby. It doesn't hit you, but it erupts nearby, and the absorb element spell takes in some of that elemental energy. So with your next melee attack, make a note of this. Next time you do a melee attack, there will be an extra d6 fire damage. As this fire energy is stored within you.
Neat.
These evil spellcasters are helping you out. And they're helping Amenhotep too. Well, helping you in the general overview of things here. Amenhotep, you were hit with elevated sight.
Oh.
So as you are running across the room here, suddenly your view shoots up and above the scene. You're kind of looking down on yourself. You stop for a moment as it's kind of disorientating, but then you quickly get a grip of this, as a monk, and you are as if you're like doing a doing a like top-down shooter, like the one you created.
You just turn Chessenta into a top-down.
Oh, this is real trippy. I'm
And
seeing myself from above.
You
Arcade controls.
But with that elevated sight, Amenhotep, you see as the group huddling goes dashing across, the spells flying this way and that, the alarms ringing, the arcane shields being raised by your protectors here as you flee towards the exit. You see the warden that had arrived is running along at the back of the group, with you all, and there is a kind of curly, raven-haired arcanist running along beside her, and you see the warden as the rest of your group is about to get to that northern corridor. As you go running past the cells there, that northernmost cell right next to the corridor, you see the warden just grab this raven-haired spellcaster that was at the back of the group next to the warden, grabs her just around the throat and just pulls her into that cell with this elevated sight that you have. What do you do? The others are just running.
It's gonna shout to the others, and turn around to look at this happening. Well, turn around, already looking at this happening because top-down tank view.
You can drop
This
out of it.
person,
You can drop out of it when you
grabbing.
want to.
Oh, okay. This person, she's grabbing everyone, throwing them back in.
Reese, you're with Amenhotep. Carolyn, you're at the front of the group. I'm going to say you're leading everyone away. I think it's a bit chaotic for you to hear this, but Amenhotep, you say that to Reese.
Reese would like to throw a knife at the warden, using that.
They disappeared around the corner into that cell, so they dropped out of view. You're going to rush to the door.
Can I pursue?
Yeah. We're not fussing with the map here at the moment here. It's okay. So you rush to the cell door, and you see the warden pushing this spellcaster up against the wall, and as you're watching, that same kind of golden light kind of washes over them, and they change into a male figure, and they're snarling at this other spellcaster. It's just to think of all of this lot, only one goody two shoes. You're coming with me, Mira. And they start.
Yeah,
they start
Reese
to
is
cast
gonna
a spell.
release
What do
a
you do?
knife. Yeah, Reese is throwing a knife. At the look of threat, so.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a 17 on the dice, and I would like to throw that fire into it too.
Let's see if that hits. 2 seconds. Should do.
17 plus, sorry, my modifier is plus 6.
23. Okay, so yeah, that definitely hits. I'm going to do a concentration check to see if their concentration is broken, or if they manage to finish the spell. So roll me the damage. They thought they'd snuck away, so I'm going to give you your sneak attack on this.
Sorry, I got really excited. I don't get to use that often.
So your dagger plus your sneak attack plus your d6.
Okay, cool.
And strictly speaking, you would have had advantage on the roll as well because they were surprised.
Oh,
So just see if you get that nat 20, just in case.
not a nat 20.
Okay.
That's gonna be 12 damage total. 6 of it was fire.
12 with sneak attack as well?
Oh, wait, hang on. 17
17 total. Okay.
total.
So that is still only a DC 10 concentration check.
Yeah.
I'm rolling in the chat of doom because this is a very important roll. Your dagger
Oh,
flashes. Your dagger flashes out. Amenhotep, are you trying to do anything?
I would love to run into that room, like kind of jump off the wall and strike at this person.
Okay, give me a grapple check.
Yeah.
And if you're successful, they will have disadvantage on the concentration.
I will use my inspiration on this.
Oh, you use respiration. Okay, thank you. Yep,
So you can remove that.
done.
Didn't matter. I was an 18.
Okay, so you get an
Nice.
18, so this is my first roll here. Their dex is at +2, so I need a 16 or more. It's in Twitch chat. That is a 13. It's not enough. So that is a total of 15, which does not beat your 18. So you leap into the room, like parkour off the wall, slam into them, further decreasing their ability to concentrate here. So their constitution is 0. Constitution saving throw, right, for concentration?
Yeah.
So their constitution is 0, so I need a 10 or more on 2 rolls. 10 or more on 2 rolls to maintain concentration. Otherwise, they will cast the spell. First roll. Both of them need to be more than 10. That is a 4. Okay.
Good.
So, you see them, it's like, you're coming with me, Mira. And this swirl of energy, this portal starts to form on the wall behind Mira as the figure is pushing her through, hoping to steal her away and take her away to the rogue elements of the arcane force, who wants to use her along with Carolyn's fiancé for nefarious purposes. Not that Carolyn knows that yet. Reese and Amenhotep, the dagger and the tackle knock the mage aside, and you are able to grab Mira and dash away.
Good.
Okay, so both of you grab Mira, pull her out of the cell, and go dashing up towards the exit with the others. And as you do, you see this mage like scramble up, looking very disheveled and clutching at the dagger that's sticking out of their shoulder. Get back here! We need her! She is mine! And then, just as you're both running away, Reese, you're kind of looking over your shoulder with another dagger ready in case they come chasing after you, and a massive fireball just explodes where that mage is standing, and they disappear in an inflagration as you go running up. The edge of the fireball is just coming surging up the corridor behind you, Reese, but with your rogue abilities and nimbleness, you manage to outpace it, and you kind of you can do the action movie dive as it explodes behind you.
Yes.
Dive and roll.
You get a golf clap from Prisoner 13, and you Karen, if you'll indulge me, you just like shoulder through the door and like with a big sweep of your arm knock the guards out of the way and just kick the mechanism on the lift so that it starts moving down slowly, and everyone runs out of that northern door, drops down like the 2 meters that the lift has already gone onto the lift as it's descending, and you slowly descend down the cliff face with the echoes of arcane chaos and destruction, and flashes of light and plumes of smoke rising from this facility as you, Prisoner 13, Mira, and your friends all descend down the cliff face towards the docks. And rushing, how would you like to signal the boats that you are free and ready to go?
I fortunately had Skywrite still prepared by mistake.
Nice.
So I will use Skywrite.
Nice.
Good spell. Good spell.
And we'll use the same signal we used last time, because that is the one that they will know. Symbol of the old guard of Mirth.
Okay. Yeah, I think ever since you took over Mirth, that's become a bit of a symbol of the rebellion.
Yes.
So all of you, I will transport you all out to the docks. There. There. And there. Sorry, bear with me a second. Everyone was kind of spread out. I had fun making the sunset. And I think this is Mira, yes.
As we're getting out, Reese will probably, like, for the first time in a little bit, Reese looks like that green tiefling again, but very clearly recognizable as Alinka's kid.
Yes. Okay. Oops, sorry. Not there. There. Okay, so all of you go rushing out onto the edge of the docks there. And let me switch over here. The sounds of the chaos behind you slowly disappear, and you find yourself in the biting cold wind, not wrapped up like you were when you arrived, out on the edge of the lake, the glacier coming down off the mountain, breaking off into chunks into the water as you send up the signal, Carolyn, into the sky above the dock here. You see, I'm trying to zoom out enough on the map here. You see these big chunks of the glacier that have broken off and floating there?
Yes.
You see this one over here to the northeast of you guys?
Mm-hmm.
That one shimmers and melts away almost, and it was an illusion covering up the agent of your spymaster Therese's ship, the ship that brought you in, and that whole, I think it was pretty boat shaped, right? That whole block of ice there just becomes a boat and sculls across the water quickly as it's rowed towards the docks there. You all leap over, and the agent, what was the agent's name? I'm trying to remember. Where did... It's not terribly important, but here we go. Bethra, yes, Bethra the dwarven spy. As they say, success. Do you have it? Do you have everything we need?
I just pat my boobs like, yes, we do. Oh wait, sorry, and then, yes, we do.
Okay, and they, Mira looks to you, Reese, and Amenhotep. I think I owe you my thanks. I'm not quite sure what almost happened, but
Something real bad.
thank you. And I can show you what she looks like. There is art.
Ooh. Show me this NPC.
Here she is.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the art. Is really beautiful. This stuff. And she's like, "Thank you so much. Let us put some distance." And she casts, wind. Is it wind? Gust? What's the word I'm looking for?
Gust of wind, is it?
Right?
It's the window.
Yeah, she casts gust of wind, and the ship's sails fill, and you go scudding across the lake, away from the icy cliffs, and basically you do all get front row seats to a very nice fireworks display. As looking back into the mountains behind you, there is just now the wind is tearing away the sound. You get the occasional kind of muffled explosion on the distance being carried by the breeze, but the the effects of these jubilant spellcasters is still being felt, and you feel fairly safe that that facility is no longer in business.
Good. That'll cause enough chaos for a while.
I imagine Kaelin's like, at least for 5-10 minutes, like on the boat, it's just like not leaving the Arcanists alone. It's just like, oh, can I see your spellbook? I saw what you did back there. That was amazing. She's like in her eyes, like in a room full of celebrities.
all of them who have lost their precious spellbooks look downtrodden and they start consoling each other.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I speak before I think. Sometimes it's just I haven't read a lot of
Clump.
Arcana in my time.
Clump.
I'm just
Clump. Prisoner 13 comes over to you.
oh this bitch.
I knew you were big-headed. And she raises her eyebrows towards your cleavage. I could get them myself?
I'd like to see you try, and I will use my enlarged form just to flick her in the forehead.
You do, but her tattoos flare and there's an arcane shield goes up and it's off.
You wasted a shield on a flick. Oh, you are precious.
A deal is a deal. If you want any chance of finding your father, Carolyn, show me the documents.
Reese calls over from like essentially trying to do like medical care on little patch ups on everybody. Just a deal is a deal. Only thing standing between us and her is not fulfilling it.
Say, I don't think I've met you. Who are you?
Let's stick with prisoner 13. I think that's enough.
You're that one, yes. No, we were told about Business 13.
And
Now, what did you with us, though?
let me grab that. Where's she got?
I'm out of the loop on this one.
Actually, I'm gonna put the other arts, the one that I used in the tweet. I love this picture of her like talking with an adventurer.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
This adventure going for a more subtle approach than you guys did.
Yeah, we don't do subtle.
Not very often. No.
We wanted to stab her. This was as good as it was gonna get.
Yeah, I
little
mean,
gnome.
I had plans, but I've behaved for now. Whether it stays that way, we will find out.
It shows you how small gnomes are. If you know, prisoner 13's a dwarf.
So I think Helen begrudgingly pulls the documents out of her cleavage
Okay.
and then pulls them back before they take them. I think I need to have a read first, don't I? It's not like we're pressed for time, is it? You can indulge a lady.
She leans against the gunwale of the ship. Be my guest. Do any of you speak
no.
Dwarven?
Ooh, I don't think so.
Very
Not
much
yet.
no.
Reese?
Not yet.
Okay. But I think you recognize Dwarven script. There's some Dwarven script on her neck, tattooed on her neck, and you see a roiling storm of brilliant flames coming up from under her clothes, up her neck, on the back, and you see black and grey smoke and shadows coiling down her left arm, and purple and blue knotwork and runes running down her right arm. Absolutely covered in tattoos. And Carolyn, give me an investigation check.
Investigation, you say? Okay.
Welcome back, Phantom.
Ooh, 24, natural 19 on
Nice,
the die.
nice. You get a pretty good idea of how this is laid out and how it's written, but it's just names, and I think some of the locations that are mentioned, because there's like transport orders and things in here, and you kind of get a decent idea, and some of the location names kind of ring a bell, but you're not exactly sure. But yeah, this definitely is what Charisse wanted. It does show locations of other facilities like this one, and prisoner transfers between them. But as Prisoner 13 promised, there is no mention of anyone called Sturgrove.
Okay. I think if you will allow me, while Carolyn is reading this, she telepathically communicates to Inky, who has been, very quiet, and we haven't seen him for a little bit. Just to make his own copy as I read the information.
Writing! I love writing! You just hear it kind of scratching away in your backpack.
And then I'll hand the documents over. But I assume I've also read the included letter that Lucio picked up, so I'll keep that.
Yes. Yeah, that's there. Now, do you pass it to Prisoner 13?
Yes.
Okay. She slumps down against the edge of the ship, just sitting in the bottom of the ship, and just quickly pushes through it, like runs the finger down columns of data and cross references with a few things. Thank you. And she closes her eyes and rests her head against the edge of the ship. And you see the tattoos on her arms start to roil and churn and move. Anyone who's proficient can give me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Hey, Jabral, thanks for the follow.
Hey.
I would be delighted to do so.
Didn't do the alerts, but it's on the OBS desktop. Thank you.
And you know what? For the hell of it, let's use my inspiration crystal on this, because why not?
Please do.
It's a natural 20.
Nice. If you got them, folks, let
That's
those
a-
phoenixes fly.
Total of 25.
Awesome. You, seeing them in motion, recognize that all of these tattoos are magical. And how actually now, out away from the chaos of everything, you actually get a proper look at them and realize what they all do. She has a mountain tattoo, which is the dwarven poetry, across her neck, which adds her constitution to her AC. It makes her tougher, and there. She has a shroud tattoo, which means that she can't be targeted by divination spells. And okay, I'm going to retcon this because I didn't read it properly. I'm going to say the magic dampening effects of the prison were leaking out throughout the facilities to some extent. Sorry, the shroud tattoo also stops any reading of her mind. Sorry.
Oh.
So that shouldn't have worked before. But let's explain that away with that. I just wanted to tell the story with it. And she can't be perceived through magical scrying, sensing. And she can't be contacted telepathically unless she allows it.
Interesting.
Let's say she can allow the reading of the mind as well. So she chose to let you in to show that she was being truthful, but then blocked you.
Okay, that's fair.
That's why you were blocked from getting into the deeper depths, because you couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Playing hard to get.
Yep. You see that some of the tattoos are combative, and can make melee and ranged attacks with the tattoos. You look at the flames coming up the back and recognize it now as a firestorm tattoo, which just makes a huge conflagration of fire in a 20-foot radius around her, but doesn't affect her. Which is what she normally set off in the infirmary.
That's powerful.
Yep. Not as powerful as a fireball, but it's still pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize one of them as a river tattoo, which means that she can magically end any effect that makes her grappled or restrained, and if she's in handcuffs, she can just step out of them.
Okay, now she's just showing off.
There's a lot. There is a lot. And the ones that are in motion and kind of writhing around on her skin at the moment, you recognize as mind link tattoos. And you realize that Prisoner 13 has telepathic links with dozens of agents operating throughout the land. The information that she has just gained, which has been now communicated to them.
Oof. That
It's
might
either
not
really
be
good
for
or
us.
really bad.
And she finishes and looks up, and she looks to you, Reese. A deal is a deal. You
Reese just
wish
bows his head.
you wish to have the key.
Well,
It is my old safe spot. Your mothers are aware of it, I'm sure, but they would not have been able to gain entry without the key. Here you are. Roll 20.
Ooh.
ah,
And
can Reese change the pattern on his arm to look like that?
I don't see why not, right? You can create any appearance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
That's very nice.
It's not.
Good enough?
Yeah. So let me just
It's a question to her.
right?
We'll
So
just do.
yes, let's have a look here. So yep, you allow her to see the documents, and in return she allows you to see the runic inscription, the runic tattoo on her arm, which is the key to her personal vault and stash.
Well, it's been certainly business doing with you.
I hope your mothers are well, and I shall be out of your hair.
Not just yet. Deal is a deal.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot.
I didn't.
Carolyn, if you'll remember, when you first met Phenicus,
Yes.
what happened? Up in
There was a.
Heptios.
Oh God. Do I remember? I'm drawing a blank, actually.
You were in an alleyway, which was a cat slide alley, connected to the city of Ardhamen on Eberron, which is where Tyrannax appeared from, briefly.
That's correct.
And all of you experienced intense visions connected to your past, emotional visions that Phenicus was conjuring as he siphoned off the emotions and enjoyed a tasty treat before he did it in a much more, consensual way, as happens now.
I
And
don't condone inconsensual V-meeting.
he's grown as a person. He's learned. And he triggered a vision in Carolyn. Can you remember what it was?
Off the top of my head, remember? It's been so much.
I'm just reveling in the fact that I can remember because I usually can't. My memory's pretty shit usually. Your memory was of your father teaching arcane tricks and cantrips to young children.
Yes.
And you are again reminded of that vision, because it was not stolen from you, just the emotion was taken away in that instant by Venegas. You know, it's not like the memory is devoured, like it's like a hag's deal or anything. And you remember that scene again as Prisoner 13 says to you, look in the records for the teacher. It is your father's code name, as he was a rather high-profile catch. Now, if you don't mind, in the words of Viva la Dirt League, portal away!
Counterspell. Wait, no, I don't have counterspell. Yet.
I'm sorry, I don't know what this Viva la Dirt League is. Must be some weird magical thing that you wizards do.
It's a strange organization based in the far south. They're quite popular in some circles, but have a bit of an international reach.
Is it a cult?
Yeah,
I think so.
feels like it sometimes.
Definitely, 100%.
You wizards and your strange cults. Always meddling with
Not
something.
all cultists.
You Yorkshiremen,
I'm
you
trying to-
Yorkshiremen
I'm
and your strange cults. Isn't Rob from Yorkshire as well?
We don't talk about that.
Okay, so you are left with yourselves and these huddled. I think the dwarven spy and the members of the crew on this ship of Teresa's have some basic like furs and rugs and things to kind of bundle you up against the cold, but it does quickly become more and more bearable as you move. Are you going back to that city that was nearby, or are you just back to Shurupak, or are you just going to immediately head south? It's not a huge distance.
Probably make the
right.
most sense to go straight there.
Just go straight to meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Not waste time when we've got these arcanists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the sensible thing. Karen will be slightly hesitant because it involves being on a large stretch of water, which is not the best thing. But
again, Karen, your newly found goddess seems to be keeping back the violent ocean encounters that could ensue.
For now.
For now.
which is good. But she's still wary.
We all know what's coming back at some point.
Llama, sometimes your DM shows.
Sometimes it's too good not to take the bait, though.
Damn straight.
Yep.
Okay. Giant pin of destiny. Move to math. Boop.
And that'll take like a couple of days, won't it? Because it took us.
Yeah, it was a couple of days, yeah.
I wonder how that looks for the people in Mirth. Like just giant pins
just
flying over.
Screams as this massive pin just impales through the center of the town. No!
It's fine. It hides in the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rishi, yeah. Yes, so as you make your way down, you see the Agnizoi Dasos, the vast forest, off on the right there, and Kerlin, you are surrounded by arcanists, and are curious about various arcane towers and things in that forest there.
Always.
Hey, Bridget. Wrath of the Pen. Indeed. Hey, it was worse.
Yeah, I
it was
mean,
worse
Kelly-
before. Like when I first opened this map, I hadn't had it open for a while because we were over at the prison for so long. I opened up this map and there was like a quarter of the screen was an Amenhotep token. It was just like, it was like kaiju Amenhotep.
Giant.
Yeah, so I think since the journey takes a couple of days, like, I mean, Kaelin feels bad for upsetting everyone about their spell books, so she'll give them a bit of time, but then she jumps straight back onto the asking a million questions thing, just out of excitement. She asks about the different spells that they learned, where did they learn their craft, like what's the most powerful spell you know, and just that, like, like when someone who's like really nerdy meets one of their heroes and gets the opportunity to ask a million questions. It's that.
Indeed.
But she does also ask around if anyone's anything about these strange towers of old
Okay.
as points of interests.
So I'm just playing Amenhotep's theme song here.
Am I getting?
As Amenhotep strides across the land.
Oh,
From the moor of the God Swallower, whatever the hell that is down there.
look, I pointed it out every time we have that map open. We must go there one day.
Sorry.
This is jamming
Don't ever
tune.
be sorry for that music.
That's a
I love
jamming
it.
tune.
So good. All of them there's I think Mothra's is in there as well. And hang on. Yeah, it's Godzilla's theme, King Ghidorah's theme, Rodan's theme, and the music from when that giant like long-legged spider attacks on on Skull Island.
I'm just saying, John, if you ever fancy it for a one shot, I do have a kaiju supplement that has stat blocks for all of those kaijus.
That's so cool.
I'm also looking forward to the end game of Out of the Abyss, when they draw all the demon lords together, and we have that session where each player gets to be a demon lord and do a battle royale.
Hell
Epic.
yeah.
It's gonna be so good. That that element in Sirenscape is gonna get a lot of use that day. Okay. Carolyn Sturgroff,
Yes.
I would like you to roll me a luck roll, a fortune roll. Just roll me a d20, and the better it is, the more these people will know. You have advantage.
That's good.
Do you?
That was crap.
Did you use it before?
Wait. Oh no, I used my crystal before.
Okay, yeah, so I hadn't got rid of it on the screen yet. My bad.
Okay. So
I think I used mine as well, didn't I?
Yes. So, thankfully, going by the first roll, which was a 12, the second roll was a natural one. So,
Yeah. Okay, so 12. That's not bad. Let's switch over here. Is that gonna work?
do we also get a long rest?
Yes, everyone may take a long rest. Yes.
No longer. Health.
Okay. Huzzah.
We'll live to fight another day.
There we go. Just waiting for the music to kick in. Right. So, yes, Carolyn, as you're traveling and you do see the Dassos come into view, and you're reminded of your curiosity about what's been discovered there. A 12. Let me think how much 12 will get you. There is a kind of long, wispy, bearded, sage-like man with just this just deeply ingrained, like wrinkled face. Just like almost the color of like brown leather. It's just clearly been out in the weather and all kinds of weather and the elements for a very long time. And he's like, there are stories from that Dassos, yes. What is
I like
it?
to hear all of them.
What is it you've heard?
Well, girl doesn't reveal all her secrets. I'm totally trying to charm this person.
Roll me a persuasion check. Let's see if he likes big ladies.
Oh yeah, I mean, am I still big?
Yep. Until the end of the next session. Actually, no. This is a spell. It wasn't the spin of the wheel. No, that would be gone by now. Sorry.
Okay.
Regular old.
Swing.
I'm reminded of a dwarf bouncer in a tavern in the latest Dimension 20.
Yes.
On a side note, did we do the spins at the beginning?
Goblin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have spins, don't we?
Oh damn, yeah.
Yeah, because both of y'all subbed.
Thank you.
That's true.
So were they both self-inflicted?
I'll go run on it.
Thanks for the reminder. Please do shout at me at any given time. As I said, terrible memory.
So I got a 14
on the persuasion.
On the persuasion.
There, Carolyn, let's make it permanent. That was grower size.
Okay, cool.
So that means when the spell was in effect, you were huge.
Oh.
We're not just large.
Amazing.
And I'm in a tip.
Yeah, I want mine to go random, so.
Nice. That's gonna be a wild magic surge. So keep that in the barrel for the next time initiative is rolled.
That is as random as I can get.
Indeed. Okay. So, Carolyn, a 14 is pretty good, and he looks up at you as the boat leans dangerously to the side as you've come over here to talk to him. And the dwarven spy of Teresa's is like, could you please sit in the middle? I've told you 10 times on this voyage.
Or rock the boat.
Rock the boat, baby. You sit down there, and yes, he's like, I'll come to you. It takes an embarrassingly long time for how long this boat is. It's not a giant vessel. He's like, oh, that prison was not good on my knees. Yeah. And he's still got like a big fur like wrapped around him, even though it's pretty warm down here. Yeah. So, Agnizoidasos. A footprint of times gone by. Take, for example, and I think it's a very timely point in the journey, you're just like sailing past the lighthouse that you had visited. Did you... And he's very proud of himself. He thinks that he's got a story for you here. He's like, did you know that was not always a lighthouse?
Never.
To do a deception check as well in a second.
Okay.
No, it's okay. He's very wrapped up in his own story. He wants to think he's telling you for the first time.
I'll indulge.
He's like, yes. It was an ancient wizard's tower. From times long before Chessenta existed. Before all of this was as it is now.
Well, that is just fascinating. So ancient times.
Indeed. There are stories of similar towers dotted through the forest. And the ancient arcane secrets that they hold, linked. And when activated, they will reveal a central location that they are spaced around. And Kaelin immediately thinks back to that map that they found in the outskirts of Meath. Another mysterious old man. Doesn't look anything like this guy. It wasn't this guy. And again, you think back to that very specific placement of the towers that's on that map, and how they're kind of arrayed almost like at the points of a 5-pointed star around the forest. And if you kind of mentally picture it and kind of draw lines between them, they do all they all cross each other at a central point.
Fascinating. Oh, this is definitely something that a young girl like me, with a bright future ahead of herself, can fling herself into. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, if that's what you want, I'd recommend not hurling yourself into the middle of a full-on mage war to rescue even a devilishly handsome fella like me.
Oh, you are wise as you are attentive, my friend.
Yes. Did you know there was an empire here long before those that rule now? They were great arcanists, wielding powers forgotten to those today. It is said they created great portals and summoned forth hordes of workers and subjects from faraway kingdoms. They were called the Imaskari.
Imaskari. Sounds fascinating.
And Ashtai echoes in your mind. Heard it. Yes, fascinating, really. And too many arcanists neglect their histories, obsessed on creating their own spells, sticking their names on things.
Ellen looks nervous for a hot second.
It is fascinating, really. After the Imaskari, there was a very mysterious nation north of here, more towards the Sea of Fallen Stars. It is said they were vessels, gifted with psionic powers. Some sort. I'm sorry, a 12 just doesn't really jog my memory that much, but it's almost some sort of symbiotic relationship. Also, the history's
Ellen looks nervous again.
This is John taking liberties here and a little bit of Wackyverse lore for everyone. Recently, it was Mr. Tarascrate that we were talking. No, Mr. Rex. I always get those two mixed up. Mr. Rex on YouTube, everyone, recently did this amazing history of the Forgotten Realms series of videos, and the latest one, which is about the most recent eons, covering the age of humans. Had quite a lot to say about this region and about Thay and everything. And they mentioned, before Chessenta and everything existed, there was a kingdom that forced back the expansion of the Red Wizards of Thay and forced them back into Thay. There was a kingdom of psionic users, and a kingdom where the ruling class had psionic powers to the northwest of Chessenta, and spilling over into Chessenta, geographically speaking. So, me trying to mess with things and get the Wackyverse lore all twisted and entwined in there, I've decided that is a leftover from the other Kalashtar, the other Kori that were brought through by the Imaskari with Ashtai. So, Carolyn's ancestors are from that empire. So they've spread out throughout Faerun now, which is why the other Kalashtar that have appeared have been far and scattered about the place, like the snout of Omgar.
Yes.
But this empire was the focus of the survivors of those Kalashtar that were, well, they weren't Kalashtar because that's just an Eberron thing, but the Kori were summoned through from the Plane of Dreams by the Emissari in their failed attempt, before they connected with Earth. Hey, thanks for the follow. And they, the Kori bonded to survive, with locals, and created this line, which, spread out and through the generations became wider and more diluted, but linked to this empire, and then that empire was destroyed, but the scattered remnants of that, the bloodlines that are still intact, do surface from time to time. Kaelin Sturgrove.
Yes, me.
Yes, indeed. Medicep, maybe something your monastery would like to look into.
Definitely, yeah. Also, just for me, do you know the cartoon Samurai Jack?
I know of it. I haven't seen it. Yes.
Okay.
I know it.
Your voice just now was basically the same as the opening in that show.
Really?
Yep.
I quote that opening very frequently. Talia Hart in chat can attest to this, because just random fun fact that part of a license plate on a car has Aku on it, and Aku is the villain in Samurai Jack that does that voiceover. So anytime I see Talia's car, I just recite it. The whole foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword.
It is so good though. It is one of the
Nice.
best openings, like
I'll check it
on like
It's good.
Western television.
Okay, I'll check it out. Check it out. Oh,
My
Vince,
face
Vince saw
cannot
those videos
contain
too.
the smile at that opening. Thank you, Patch.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Vitellari saw those videos too. Yeah, I got lots of those same videos actually gave me the idea for the explaining of why we have humble folk in our Forgotten Realms as well. Yes, very, very good source of inspiration. And Jubaral, did the Mind Flayers see the Psionic Kingdom as a huge and tasty buffet? I'm sure they did. And good luck with the giveaway. Everyone, yes, we've got a few people popping in and out here, so if there's any new folks in, do jump in the giveaway, !enter for the chance to win Sitnalta, this underwater one-shot or drop-in location from CZRPG. Drawing the winner in about 40 minutes or so. Okay, so difference. Yeah, for a 12, that's as much as you get. But yes,
I mean, that's
some tasty treats.
That's plenty. And she thinks to whichever of the voices in her head, either Inky or Ashdai or both. Just, I guess we were right about our suspicions, because we had previously mentioned the possibility of them like being spread around a point and tried to draw something out on the map. We did that previously.
Yeah. And you hear Inky's like, yes, I guess so. And Ashtai is like, yes. And the voice is like, yes. Oh, sorry, I'm in Lucy's head. He got lost.
All the voices.
Everyone's voice in their heads all the time. It's weird.
I'm just waiting for Umbly to start talking.
I feel left out. Why do I have a voice in my head?
In your own words, Amenhotep, yet.
I telepathically speak to Amenhotep. Is this better?
There you go.
What? Well, yeah.
I got you, bro. Hook you up. Reese. Side note for Reese. Their god Bast. Also came into the world thanks to those Emissari, bringing the Egyptians from Earth. to the area further east from here, which is Mulharand.
Sorry, there's a leaf blower right underneath my window.
Rude. We can't hear it, it's okay. Okay, so a couple of days go by and you return to Meth. Now, as you pull into the docks and leap off, I think, Meth is a fairly large town, and there are vacant properties. So Charisse welcomes you back, and in thanks for getting all of this fantastic information for her and your successful completion, she offers a property to some of the arcane users, so they can get themselves settled in a couple of places. Conveniently close to the library.
Of course.
Astalicious and Astalicious will be delighted. These new customers. And they thank you profusely and go to start rebuilding their lives. And they will be, additional benefits to your campaign here. And they are helping with food production, and later on can be used as well.
I say we should definitely establish like a mage guild or something. A place for people to learn.
I think
Mageocracy, perhaps.
No, never that. No.
Therese,
I'm joking.
Therese says,
Now
I believe we need to still be a little more subtle. That's a little out in the open. Remember,
a secret mage guild.
Charla's agents will still be active, and we are supposed to still be under her control.
And we don't want to endanger any of these new mages that we've just brought back either.
Okay, so super secrets.
Not to mention that, what was it? That Lucinarius dealt with the, what were they called? Spell Slayers? I can't remember. It sounded ghastly.
Yeah, they were nasty. It was Aris and Aris and Reese.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, this was you having a bath.
Oh yeah, that I remember now. That was not a good time.
And you make your way back to Fenicus's mansion. See that nice fresh patch of wall. Speaking of the Spellslayer battle, and you arrive there, and Reese, Ilinka is there alone. Fesri is not there.
Yeah, Reese didn't expect she would be.
And Ilinka is delighted and apologetic to Mira for doubting her and thinking that she could have been involved, and delighted that she has been proved to be innocent and is released. And I think Mira doesn't blame them for what happened. As they are reunited, and I think Mira will be returning to Heptios with your mother's Reese to rejoin the deck of many.
The biggest smile. Sorry. Still very proud of that.
Now, Ilinka comes to you, Reese, and says, in a rueful smile, I'm sorry your mother isn't here to welcome you back. She had to go back again to where she just returned from. Let's just say, all is not well over there. She was She was a little cryptic about things. She just said she was visited by a traveller and asked to return immediately.
I mean, she's... You know better than I.
Barely.
It's enough. It's just business.
Are you okay here?
For now.
If all's well, Mira and I will return to Heptios.
Good.
She
Lay low and stay safe, and hopefully she'll be able to start out with something new.
Mira told me that hang on. Mira told me that Corder escaped.
Who?
Prisoner 13.
Ah. Escaped is being generous.
Okay. Be careful. She's ruthless and well connected. Literally.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't get on her bad side.
She's a business person. But it'll be interesting to see where she rises her head again.
Sure, she won't forget this incident.
Yes. Yes. Ugh. Massaging her temples. I should have just had you slit her throat. Ugh.
That's the first bit of like smile that's been on Reese's face this entire time. Just like his mom would know that he just kind of he has this like recently this way about him where he's just feels like he's gonna disappoint them.
Okay.
I have started getting my hands a bit dirty lately. I guess see what Nicola enjoys about it.
There you go. See? Needs must, Reese. Needs must. On occasion.
Well, with divine intention. And he kind of like plays with his like amulet of Bestat. Essentially saying like, yeah, I'm going to be going to pray at temple later. Make a donation.
You do you, dear. You do you. Would I be correct in saying your mothers aren't very religious?
Fezri is incredibly devout.
Okay.
Alinka is more like, well, if it makes you feel better, sweetie.
Okay, good. I made the right comment then.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, after preparations are made, Mira and Ilinka and a couple of gangsters, basically, that Ilinka brought with her, leave and start to make the journey north. Okay. Congratulations, everyone. You have completed another renown mission. So, the addition of these arcana users, arcane arts practitioners, and the wealth that you are able to retrieve using the tattoo lock from prisoner 13. In the stash, there are, and you immediately distribute this, but amongst the people, so you don't have to worry about writing it down or anything. But there are over 3,000 copper pieces, 1,500 silver pieces, 200 gold, and 18 bloodstones. Special kind of jewels, opaque dark grey gemstones with red flecks, and they're worth 50 gold pieces each.
Ooh.
And you can each choose a magical item that was in there as well, from a list here. So there are 6 items. You can choose one each. I will. It's probably better to put them in chat, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to put them in the communal notes as well.
So I'll stick it in Roll20. Boop.
Oh boy.
So there's a cap of water breathing, dust of disappearance, gem of brightness, some mithril armor, a potion of resistance, lightning, and slippers of spider climbing.
Okay.
I wonder which one Lucio's going to go for.
Yeah.
I would like to request the slippers of spider climbing for shenanigans.
I want those too.
Okay.
Hang on.
Kellen, like any of those?
I would. I'm not sure which one. Just the second. Am I right in thinking the mithril armor is something to do with crits?
I think it's
yeah.
it's light. It's also light, so you don't disadvantage on stealth.
Yes, it
Nice.
doesn't. It doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth, and
Because I've seen mithril armor before, but I can't remember what the specifics of it are.
Adamantine is crits, I think.
yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah. I
of
think
that.
it's just the stealth thing.
Okay. Well, with that, what's its AC benefit? I want to see if it's actually better than what I have, which is
Please
a
hold.
chain shirt. That gives me an AC of 13. Oh no, it gives me an AC of 15. Because wait.
Is that with your dex?
I have a dex of 16. Hang on,
What's your
it's a
plus?
while since we did this. I'm still not used to the Roll20 sheets. Apologies. Since we moved over. So I think it's a. Did I get? Sorry. You can come back to me while I figure this
Okay.
out.
Basically, I think it's not extra armor class. Like a chain shirt. A chain shirt gives you an AC of 13 plus your dex. I think
13 plus my
What's your dex modifier?
my dex modifier is +3, but
Okay.
it shows up as a 15, so that shouldn't.
Your AC is
That's
15.
wrong. My AC is 15, so
Okay, so maybe
it
a regular chain
can't-
shirt is 12, not 13.
according to D&D Beyond, it's 13, and it doesn't say anything else about 13 dexterity bonus plus 2. So that's weird.
Yeah, so that
So,
would be
yeah.
that would be 12. Right? It's because it's 10. It's the base 10 plus the 2 plus
Oh,
your
no,
dex
no, no,
bonus.
no, 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 no. The dexterity bonus can only be a maximum of 2. That's why.
Oh, I see.
So it can't be any higher than that. That makes more sense.
Oh yeah, that says that here too. Yeah, plus your
Yeah.
dex max 2.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it would give you. So you said your AC is 15.
Currently it is, yes.
Yeah, so it would be the same. So it's the same AC. It would be the same AC, but you wouldn't have the disadvantage. It's purely removing that disadvantage from stealth. If it normally imposes disadvantage.
The chain shirt doesn't, so I think it would be no different.
Yep. Now,
So I might offer that to someone else.
I mean, the question is, I wonder what kind of armor it is though, because it just says mithril armor. It doesn't actually say what type.
Well, I'm proficient in light and medium armor,
Okay.
and chain shirt is a medium armor. So unless it's there are slightly better medium armors. So
Wait, you're a
That's-
wizard proficient in medium armor?
I have a level in cleric.
Oh, yeah, but does that give you the proficiencies?
It gives me proficiency in light and medium armor. That's why I did it.
I thought you only got
Because I need to not
proficiencies from the
die.
First... Yeah, I thought you only got the proficiencies from the first class you choose.
Don't think
No.
so. Okay. So yeah. So you can choose the other two at your leisure. But slippers of spider climbing are in there.
Just look here. So I'm just looking at differences in the medium armors
Nice.
for mithril.
Also, if Amenhotep wants the slippers, I could go for the cap of water breathing.
Yeah, it's just I was looking over the list, and out of the items there, like 4 of them are completely useless for a minute.
No, I see
Okay,
it.
can we-
That makes perfect sense.
Can we say that it's half plate? Because then it would be better.
Sure.
Amazing. Because then my AC is 17. Haha. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
Cool,
half
cool,
plate is medium. Yeah.
Yeah. And it has disadvantage, so the mithril will take away the disadvantage.
Okay.
Absolutely stellar. Let's go.
There you go. So yeah, 17. Yeah. AC 15 plus your dex. Yeah. Okay. So you get yourself some shiny armor.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have the slippers of spider climbing and the cap of water breathing as group items that can be used.
Yes.
Now Luce and Arius can swim together
That's true.
without Luce becoming a sloth. Sort that up. You're in the right place. This is the one Wackyverse campaign that has a regular sloth involved. Okay, great. So, I think we're a smidge early, but with saying our goodbyes and everything, that will bring us close enough to the time, and to say our thank yous and see who our lucky winner is, etc. So let me leave you with this. As you are back in Meath, that next day that you are there, I'm in a tip.
Mhm.
You are.
Is it the finger of death?
You are out and about in the town.
Mm-hmm.
And a shaved-headed, loose robe-wearing figure comes flapping up in their sandals quickly as a monk from the Impure Reliquary comes dashing to you.
Say,
Brother Amenhotep,
have I seen you before?
once or twice.
You look familiar.
I see. Your memories still come and go.
Yes, they are the strongest as always, but what's wrong? Why are you seeking me here?
It is to be expected with your situation. And he does like a complex kind of symbol with his fingers and says, may the shroud protect.
Should I protect?
I bring word. And I'm seeking information. In your travels, your movements out here beyond the mountains, have you seen an airship?
An airship? A ship in the air?
Yes.
Now, I still remember, have we seen an airship in this one?
Not recently. You are aware they exist.
Yeah.
And especially back where your monastic order is based, there are a great many of them.
I have not. Has it gone missing?
Yes. One of the airships. From home. From Heptios. It was sent.
Yes.
It was sent beyond the shrouds, venturing forth as we do. They received disturbing information about something known as the Soul Manga. A powerful artifact that endangers a great many things. Our leaders saw fit to send out agents in search of it. It was supposed to be heading towards the peninsula of Chult.
But Chult?
But it
is far away.
But it should have returned, and it was due to make a stop with us on the way back.
And you heard nothing from them?
Nothing. They have not returned. You know
Must be...
how important these missions are.
Oh, vastly. This soulmonger, it must be a artifact of great power. But I can't seem to remember what it does. The memory eludes me.
It was not clear. That is why they were sent to find out more. I shall continue my search. And the monastery will send word if we need you.
Indeed. How is it standing at the reliquary?
All is well.
Good. I'm always worried, the presence of magical items. It can cause issues.
Is he wearing his slippers of spider climbing?
Maybe.
Oh, nice shoes. I like them. Yes, indeed. But do not fret, Amenhotep. No matter what has happened to our brothers and sisters aboard the airship, we do not rest.
Was anyone I know on it?
I do not know. I am sorry. I was not privileged to that information. But know that here, especially beyond the shroud, all of us who belong to Candela Obscura, are ever vigilant.
Good. Thank you for informing me.
He bows and
Bounce back.
pushes off into the crowd. And we shall stop there. Yes, indeed. Our one-shot of the Candela Obscura game is spilling out into things. Join us on Sunday evening or Monday morning, depending where you are in the world, if you want to meet the crew of that airship. Because those in the Wikiverse, viewing the wide scope of things as we do, like gods from the clouds above, know that the airship crashed. And a great many of the crew perished, I'm afraid. But a group of adventurers who happened to be in the same area rescued them from undead four-armed gorilla-like zombies that attacked them in the trees. And we shall see what happens to the crew of that Candela Obscura airship as we rejoin our Tomb of Annihilation group after the weekend. Okay. Now, more on that and other shenanigans coming up here on the channel in a moment, but let us say goodbye to these lovely folks and find out what is going on with them. Last chance, everyone. We are going to be drawing the winner of our giveaway today, the fantastic one-shot or drop-in location that is Chessenta, this underwater realm from CZRPG. Always amazing design and beautiful maps from CZRPG, so jump in if you want to have the opportunity to get this to run in your games. Okay, now, we will draw that winner in just a moment, but before we do, let us say goodbye to these lovely people here. Let's go up the overlay from the far corner there. Reese.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Aelin. I've been Reese.
True.
You can find me every other Friday here, or every Wednesday on the Wildmount Chronicles on QuestJunkiesUK.
Thank you kindly. A pleasure as always. And Amenhotep, how about yourself?
Hi, I am Lama. I play Amenhotep here. I am very distant online, but I'm currently working on something big in the pipeworks. I'm working on a small little game that's going to be coming out sometime this year, from the looks of it.
Awesome.
We're about 60% of the way through, so a little bit of hard dedication, and we'll get it out this year.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so everyone, jump into our Discord if you want to keep up on that progress there, as Lama will let us know when that is out and about, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Drop
We
that
have
in there.
entered into a private beta right now, so
Awesome.
it is kind of secretive at the moment as we're developing.
Fantastic. Oh, Chav, we're just wrapping up, but good to have you regardless. Thank you. And last but not least, uncovering secrets and looming above the streets of Math. Karen Sturger.
Yes. Today I've been Kellen Sturger, but in the material plane, I am Patch, your ever humble dungeon master from Quest Junkies. We do lots of tabletop role-playing games. You can find us every Monday and Wednesday playing D&D. You can find us this Sunday, returning to part 3 of The Bad and the Beautiful, our foray into Vampire the Masquerade. And our very wonderful storyteller Bridget will not divulge a lot of information, but from what I understand, shit's going to go down in this session, so I am terrified, but it's going to be so fun. But you will see me first right here on this channel, this lovely channel, tomorrow for the Dark of Xerxes. And I can't tell you what to expect because I don't know, because last session was a bit of a doozy, and I'm never going to recover from this. But we'll find out tomorrow.
We like to leave an impression. Okay. Thank you, wonderful players. And we will be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what is going on as we move on with our fermentation of the rebellion here. And as Patch said, we will be back tomorrow for the fantastic Dark of Xerxes as we confront the emotions and continue on our adventures. I have a surprise for Mai tomorrow. Let's leave that there. If what?
If it's what I think it is, I am immediately excited.
We shall see, we shall see. Do not miss that, as we will be jumping into the Dark of Xerxes tomorrow. Then, as mentioned before, we'll be back in Chult with Candela Obscura agents and our heroes of Tomb of Annihilation. Then, rocking through the week, we'll be back in the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. In Ravenloft, a mere 4 sessions left in Ravenloft as they are hurtling towards the conclusion. Yesterday they dealt with the Dark Lord's lieutenants, and they have to battle their way through the halls of mirrors and the twisted funhouse of the corrupted carnival to get to their goal and rescue the spirit of an archfey that will allow them to reunite these goddesses of Barovia and return Barovia out of the mists and in to the material plane. I just had a thought as I was saying that, Patch. I need to talk to Bree. Because you know how like, if you complete Curse of Strahd, the dark powers just bring him back to life to suffer again. Which is how they explain that multiple groups are playing Curse of Strahd. What if our Barovia and Beyond crew rescue Barovia and it gets transported into the material plane, and the dark powers create a new Barovia ruled over by Countess?
Oh shit! I mean, Bree's in the chat.
What do you think, Bree?
So, curious. I'm very curious.
I don't know if they recreate the whole place. Don't worry, Bree. We've cleared out all of our Iwakiverse gubbins from the place. It's had a fresh clean. Yep, Tidra's not there anymore, as we found out in Out of the Abyss on Thursday. There was a very nice cutscene with her previous cleric there, which was hinting at things for tomorrow. If you want to go hunting for that. And that will bring us around to next weekend when we have our fabulous Candlekeep Mysteries crew jumping back into things. They were unable to stop the Lich Larloch from corrupting the unicorn spirit in the Fey glade that they were trying to rescue there, and therefore going forward all unicorns discovered and come across in the world here in the Wakiverse are under the corruption of this Dark Lord. So keep your eyes open if you go wandering off into that forest again, Carolyn.
I'm thinking Lucio.
That too.
If anyone's going to find a unicorn, it's Lucio Lucernus.
That too.
That is true.
And in that exchange, my Discord's name was explained. If everyone wonders what my jumble of letters is on the Discord. I
think I already know.
Tell me.
I'm pretty sure. It's like the first letter of all the BBEGs for all the campaigns.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That is right. Yes. So the L in that was revealed to be Larloch, the Lich. The X is easy.
Yes.
But what's the others? I wonder. What are the others? We have some good detectives in the Wakiverse. Several of them discovered what the yokai was in Candela Obscura whilst we were playing, as we set them off on their own little investigations. Okay, so thank you everybody, absolutely wonderful as always. And going a bit further afield, do keep your eyes and ears open for upcoming adventures, including the Decider, the third and final Rift Raiders between Phoenix Iwaki and GM Workshop. We are at 1 victory each, and the final deciding dungeon crawl race. Those of you unfamiliar, 2 teams of adventurers will race through the same dungeon at the same time on 2 Twitch channels, the winning team raiding into the other to claim victory. We won the first one, GM Workshop won the second. Who will be the reigning champion and come out victorious, as our final Rift Raiders will be happening at some point in the near future. And, as those of you in the Discord will have seen, and over on QuestJunkies as well, because I got excited and posted over there as well, coming towards the end of summer. That wasn't in the reveal. I'll do that now. August 18th or 17th, depending where you are in the world. We will be playing our mini summer campaign, a tradition here on QuestJunkiesUK. This year, we are playing Blades in the Dark, but not in the regular setting, as I was inspired by the Spelljammer releases and the stuff that's in Xerxes and the Spelljammer books. We will be playing Blades of Brawl, as we will be playing a mini Blades in the Dark campaign on the Rock of Brawl, amidst all of the scum and villainy of that particular habitation there. And Frictionless Dan will definitely be making an appearance.
Yes.
Yes. I just love there's all the different factions, in play there, and there's like the different districts that are all split up there on that beautiful map that's in the Xerxes game. Yeah, we are going to be playing a fun little adventure over on the up on the Rock of Brawl there. So very, very excited. Do keep your ears to the ground on that one, my friends, to see what that is going to take the shape of. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you all so much. We are going to go off for raiding, but not before we've chosen a lucky winner. Let me get our refresh here. And while I'm refreshing, I'm making sure all of you are in the giveaway there. Another huge thank you to all of the wonderful people who support us. All of you lovely people in chat, thank you for the subs and the bits and the follows. Awesome support as always. And I'll go straight back into the channel and getting all the adventures sorted here in the Wakiverse. And also, of course, these lovely people cycling by over to the side of me here. Our giveaway today is from the fantastic CZRPG. Really beautiful design, interesting monsters and items and gorgeous maps. Play them as one-shots. There's accompanying material for a bunch of the official modules and released games, and a bunch of original stuff as well. And, of course, please roll to see if you succeed in those games and one-shots with a beautiful set of Phoenix dice. Wonderful designs and colours, shipped out around the world to many happy people in the Wakiverse. I know, can say that from experience there. But if you would like to head on over to those 2 lovely people, you should use our coupon codes to get yourself some discounts while you're at it. So jump on in there and you can get nice discounts. 15% off Phoenix Dice and 10% off all of CZRPG's catalogue from Drive-Thru RPG. So do jump in on that to get your chance to get awesome stuff in your games too. And also, while we're at it, Rishi, tell me about it, right? Please also check out the fantastic Discord of DM Charlie Gaming. There are a massive group of fantastic professional DMs running all sorts of adventures that you can jump into and grab a seat at the table, and also a very nice a bunch of people to hang out with and get advice from. So please jump into Charlie's Discord there and start your adventures today. And last but not least, those wonderful people providing us with this music and sound effects. If you enjoyed that rather panicked, alarm-ridden magic maelstrom that was today's custom sound set, please do head on over to Sirenscape and give it a free trial for yourself. And if you want to be a Super Siren subscriber, use our affiliate link there to get all of their hundreds and hundreds of sound effects and originally scored musics, and the ability to create your own original things for your games and send it all over the world wherever your players are. Awesome stuff. If you have, I think it's Foundry, right? I think it's the Foundry VTT has like integration with Sirenscape in the VTT. so you can play Sirenscape
Yes.
through. Really, really amazing people doing amazing stuff all the time. So check out all of them cool stuff there. And last but not least, our wonderful friends at Troll Lord Games. Please do check out their awesome Kickstarter. Just a few days left, fully funded and ready to ship out to all of you lovely people. A fantastic collection of hundreds, thousands of armor and armaments. There are 3 books involved. There is one for heroes, one for monsters and buddies, and a book of fantastical mounts as well. 250 plus pages, hundreds of entries, all fully illustrated, and really, really gorgeous stuff. Designed for their Castles and Crusades system, which is also a fantastic system that you should check out, but easily adapted into any system that you like to play. So do please give them a look and let them know that you came from us. All right, we are ready to roll here. Let us have a look-see and see who our lucky winner is going to be. Today's copy of the CCRPG adventure goes to... Matey! Congratulations! Coming in from Quest Junkies.
Matey!
Always a pleasure. So, we will get that off to you as soon as possible. And if you want another chance to win, join us for Xerxes tomorrow, as we have another copy to give away. Okay, thank you all so much, but we are going to head off raiding after we have a quick look at that fabulous introduction from Patch once more, and of course the lovely, awesome video from Troll Lord Games. But then we shall head off and see who's on at the moment. Please do stick around for the raid and get all of those emotes flying. Ooh, that's an easy choice. Our good buddy Mike Disney is painting up some gorgeous miniatures as always. So let's go and say hi to Mike. Thank you, my friends. Absolute pleasure as always. But you know it's time to say goodbye. So stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. Until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Thank you. Mouse, move.